Hi, today I'm going to show you how to play the A major scale extended position. So grab your music sheet, A major scale extended position, tune up your ukulele, pause the tutorial, take care of those two things, come on back, and then we'll get started. Okay, so you got your music sheet, tuned up your ukulele, you're pretty comfortable with the A major scale extended position. I'm going to show you how to play some few things utilizing a scale. Now, so I take it that you have pretty much progressed through the series of scales and beyond, and the major and minor scales. So you picked up some tips on how to play. So I'm going to move pretty quickly and not to review things that you've seen multiple times, and show you something else when we play. So you're probably familiar with the hammer-ons, the pull-offs, the slides, the vibratos. I'll just talk about that really briefly, and then I'm going to move on to showing you something else that utilizes this particular A major extended scale. Okay, so for instance, I'm going to go from an A to a B with just a basic hammer-on, and then I'm going to do a vibrato. Okay. And what I like to do sometimes, instead of just picking it like this, okay, I like to pluck it outwards. So it adds kind of a nice dramatic sound. But it's up to you. Either way, you can pluck it, just pluck it straight. And there's several ways of plucking. You can pluck it combination nail and flesh, or just a flesh. I think you can hear the difference. So this is a nail and flesh. A nail and flesh is a little sharper tone. This is just a flesh, more rounder, mellower tone. Okay, and then we had the pull-offs. I'm going from a D to a C sharp first string, and it slides with a vibrato. Slides with a vibrato. Okay, vibratos are either up and down or left to right. Okay. There's a bending on here on the 11 to 12 fret. 11 to 12 fret from a G sharp to an A. So I'll be bending from a G sharp to an A, back down to a G sharp, and then you can go from that note. You can go to any one of the notes beneath it, like an E, or a D, or a C sharp, or a F sharp. So for instance, here's a G sharp to an A, back to a G sharp, F sharp, or G sharp to an A, back down to a E. Once again, okay, or G sharp to a to a G sharp bend. That's a bend to a D. And you can go down the scale if you want. For instance, okay, or so if I went down the scale, it would be going, I'll just call this the bend. You know I'm talking about G sharp, bend to A, back down. Okay, I'll just say bend. F sharp. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so you figure out, maybe you don't have to play all of those notes. These are just combinations to give you an idea of how to play it. I'm perfectly comfortable, and I like just maybe doing one note. Let me repeat that. One sequence twice. So now I'll go bend, E, again. Okay, so just by doing that twice, it adds a nice melodic flavor and emotion to it. Okay, now what I wanted to show you is a little lick that's off of the A major scale, and it is, my fingers are on the A and the C sharp. And I'm picking it, you can pick it either way, thumb middle, thumb first, thumb second, thumb first, but then it's two fingers just alternating. And then what you're doing is you're plucking off and on with the baby finger. So it'll be A and C sharp, and the baby finger comes down on the E string. Okay. Then you will slide up to the B and the D, B and the D, and then your baby finger goes to the F sharp. And go back down to A, C sharp, and with the baby finger you're going on to the E string. I'm using my thumb middle. Okay, you can use a thumb index. I don't know too many people use a thumb and ring, but those are your options. Okay, once again the lick goes like this: A and C sharp, A, C sharp, A, C sharp. Baby finger comes down on the E string. That's the 7th fret first string. So it's pluck, pull off. Pluck, pluck, pull off. Okay, pluck. Okay, then slide to the B and the D, same principle, and the baby finger goes on the F sharp. Pluck, pull off, pluck, pull off. And if you do it in sequence, it's a feeling of triplets. And that's going to take a little work to do, so do it slowly at first. Pluck, pluck, pull off, pluck, pluck, pull off, pluck, pluck, pull off, pluck, pluck, pull off. Move up, pluck, pluck, pull off, pluck, pluck, pull off, pluck, pluck, pull off. Okay, give that another listen to. In every series, or actually in every lesson, as we go through the series, you learn a little bit more on some different things. So it's not always the same thing that we're doing. But the concept for practicing it is the same, okay? The positions of the scales move, but the concept for practicing always stays the same. Okay, give that another listen to if you need to. Get comfortable. When you're ready to move on, we're going to talk about understanding the grid and how to practice it and how to play some stuff off the grid. Okay, so when you're ready and comfortable with your lessons, we'll see you for the next lesson.